a better spot.
Hey,
Hey
everyone.
Hey
Hey to all of our Facey fans and Insta
Insta.
fans.
Welcome. Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Hump
Wow.
day. What a week we're having.
I know. It's been pretty amazing so far.
Yeah.
Opening the doors to Couple and Team yesterday. It was pretty exciting.
Yeah. And then having some cool chats.
Yeah.
And jumping on live. So what are we doing here, Nath?
So we're chatting about conflict today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a biggie. Hey.
It is.
I think conflict is one of the most common topics that comes up on the Date Forever podcast. We drop episodes every single Wednesday, and we are over 100 episodes now. And it's one of the things that shows up in every relationship.
Oh, absolutely. And conflict is inevitable, so we've got to basically learn how to do it well.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to be a troublesome little period for our relationship.
Yes, and how to do conflict. Constructive conflict is actually one of the modules in Couple and Team. So of the 12 modules, constructive conflict and resolving conflict is one of the things that we dig deep into so that you can figure out how to do it well. So Nathan and I are just going to share a little bit tonight about one of the things that we've learned about conflict that hopefully you can grab onto and run with, but also just give you a little bit of a taste of what is inside Couple and Team. And while you're here, if you're here, say hello, say hi, jump in, we can see you, ask any questions that you might have. If you're watching on replay, drop a comment, #team replay. We would love to connect and say hello.
That's it.
So, where to?
So there's a couple of key things that we've really picked up over our time of doing conflict together.
We're going to have a conflict while talking about conflict.
Why is that?
I think we should talk about how our stuff was before we learned this. Like what was going on for us before we learned this insight that we're going to share.
So I think that we often just weren't getting to the real resolution or the real root cause or the resolution of conflict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's true. We would often have
conversations that would go round and around in circles and not really get to the end result that we were really looking for.
Yeah. We've been married since 2012.
Yeah.
But together since 2007, and Nath is his unique being. I am my unique being. We've got our own maps and view of the world and had our own experiences. So, of course, inevitably there was going to be conflict. And will be forever.
That's it.
And I reckon we fought more in our first year of our relationship
than we have for the remainder of it. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, and there was some ugly fighting.
I think the thing was though, we were really trying to figure each other out and trying to learn about each other and trying to navigate a lot of those conversations that we just didn't know that we really needed to have.
Yeah, or how to have them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, and definitely I think, when you're in conflict or when you're having those kind of more robust conversations, it can be really triggering to feel that fear and scared and oh my gosh, they're going to leave me and am I lovable? There's so much energy and emotion that can come up when you're in conflict. And yeah, we really didn't do it well for quite a number of years.
No.
And like Nath said, I think we spent quite a lot of time fighting around
problems,
what was going on,
fighting about symptoms rather than the problem, maybe.
Yeah, not what was at the root of it. What was it really about?
Yeah.
And I think as we've both done more personal development, more professional development, worked on that self-awareness and healing some stuff that was exposed. We're now more aware of ourselves and each other and what are those icky
buttons
icky pressure points that we probably want to be sensitive around. Yeah. So something, there's a whole range of things that we've learned about conflict that has influenced the way that we do it now. But one of the biggest things, and it's going to sound so simple, but if you can implement this, it is game-changing for how you do conflict. And brace yourself. It's to not say two specific words. If you remove them from your conflict vocab, your conflict will improve. So the first one is never. So we never say never while in conflict.
Yeah.
So what that sounds like is you never take out the bins. You never take responsibility for that. You never fill in your own flavor
That's
of
it.
thing that is showing up in your relationship. And what we've learned is that word never puts your partner on the defense immediately.
Yeah.
Because they then jump to defending themselves. And
straight away you look for that one opportunity where you have taken the bins out, or you have done the dishes, or you have swept the floor, or
find that evidence that proves that never wrong.
Yeah.
So because it's never, is it? It's not they've never done this thing. It's in this moment they have not done this thing, or there's
pretty consistently haven't done this thing, but it's not never.
A pattern of not doing a certain thing, but it's unlikely that it's never, ever, ever, not once. So removing the word never has changed how we do conflict, because it's no longer you've never done this thing for me. It's like, hey, I would really like you to do this thing for me, or that's something that I want, or something that I need in our relationship. And removing that has been a really big influence. So and we pull each other up on it. Like, we're not perfect at it, but we definitely
notice it.
Sound an alarm if it does slip out.
And on the flip side, the other word is always. So you always ignore me, or you always
do that,
or so it's very much the same premise to never, but really they're the two words to avoid, is that never and always, because that is never the case.
So like the premise of this is super simple, but if you can find those rules of engagement for how you're going to do conflict, and making this one of the rules. We never say never, and we never say always in conflict, and add that to your toolbox for how you fight fair, or how you do conflict in a really constructive way. So we hope that has been helpful. Hello to everyone who's just joined us on Instagram. Hi, I think it's Kimmy. Hey, Kimmy. Welcome. So if anyone's got any questions about couple and team that you would like answered, give us a shout. Otherwise, we're going to spend the next couple of minutes just sharing about it and what it is. So feel free to jump in whether or not you've got questions about conflict or couple and team, or anything else, really. Anything in that relationship space. So Nath, what is Couple and Team, and why are we here on Facebook and Instagram Live?
So Couple and Team is our online course. So it goes through 12 modules, all related to different aspects of relationships. And these are a whole heap of lessons that we've learnt over our, 13, 14 plus year plus, whatever that works out to be, that long relationship. And really that is pulled together from lessons from experts, things that we've tried and tested along the way. And we've really plucked out the best things that have really worked for us.
Yeah. So the course is totally self-paced. So we only open enrollments a couple of times a year. But once you're in, you can do it as fast or as slow as you like. And the intention is that you have some conversations, you work through some exercises and activities together that guide you towards a better relationship. We know that sometimes there's conversations that you like you didn't even know that you needed to have a conversation about that. So we're guiding you to have those conversations so that you can create a better relationship.
Yeah, and the course is packed full of exercises and activities for you to work through, either as individuals or collectively as your couple. And they are all step by step, super easy exercises, but we'll really get you to understand your relationship and what's going on a lot better.
Yeah. So doors are open right now through till Tuesday night. So you've got a couple of days if you want to reach out, ask any questions, you want to jump on the website and take a bit of a look. You can do that at fuelcollective.com. fuelfreedat.com.au/courses. And I will put that in the Facebook box. I can't do it on the Instagram, but feel free to reach out and ask any questions that you might have, slide into our DMs, all of that good stuff. But the course is really, really reasonably priced. So for like the cost of like a couple fancy dinners out, probably not even, probably one fancy dinner out, you can invest.
Or a hotel room for a night.
Yeah, you can invest in your relationship that goes on forever and ever. So we believe that relationships need fuel, and that fuel comes in all different shapes and sizes, but it's about what time and energy and proactive care you invest in keeping that relationship thriving. That's the fuel. And without it, the tank will run empty. So we encourage you to invest in your relationship and take care of it so that it can get better and better forever. So I think the other thing that we probably want to share is that there's a 100% happiness guarantee. So you can jump in, you can give it a test drive. If you hate it, if it doesn't do what it said on the tin, you have 30 days and you can get a refund. That's how much we stand by what it is that we've created. We're that confident that this will help you and this will empower you to have some conversations and create an even better relationship. So with that note, thanks for spending a little bit of time with us tonight. I hope those couple of insights on conflict have been helpful.
And if you got any more questions, slide into our DMs, email us, Nathan@fuelcollective.com.au or Sammy@fuelcollective.com.au. But otherwise, have a great night.
And we hope to see you on the inside.
Yeah.